Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Tuesday the 26th of January 2016 and we're producing the third of our subscriber videos. And it's by David Pannizzutti and his article is entitled, Remember, it's not all about numbers. For those new to this channel, we have subscribers who sign up to our website at www.illuminatisilver.com, and one of the offers we have given our free members is that we will, where we can, produce a video for them on a precious metal or finance related topic, providing they provide the text. This is the third in what we hope will prove to become a most popular series. This is what David has to say. This article is not so much about economics as it is about life. The two are more entwined than the average person wants to accept. I remember as a young boy, a wise older friend told me that you cannot breathe without money. Now let me tell you that every cell of my body repelled this information. Many years later, and loads of hours pondering, have me now sadly in total agreement. Money is an external expression of humanity, a means and measure that separates us from the unintelligent. Herein lies a problem, the simple fact that humanity has now confused money for wealth, and the measuring stick is now out of whack. This is the challenge we now face. I will return to this point later. As I write this article, I am bemused by the government and their media coverage, talking down the effects of a tanking of the markets globally. I imagine it was a lot like this on the now famous ship, the Costa Concordia, and its sinking off the coast of Italy. The captain and crew telling everyone not to panic and to continue on with their festivities. Meanwhile, in the background, lowering the lifeboats for their speedy exit, knowing full well the tragic fate that awaited those left on board. These actions are not just reprehensible, but also deceitful and criminal, as the courts later found. In my relatively short time on this planet, I have witnessed many things simply disappear, such as family values, morals, love, common sense, creativity, culture, the arts, to name a few. And in their place, we now have emojis, drug abuse, sexual depravity, stupidity, Twitter, sexting, texting, the ridiculous abbreviated language that goes with it, and outsourcing, plus many more ridiculous things. It's outsourcing that I will focus on for the moment, but not the outsourcing of manufacturing or production, but specifically the outsourcing of thinking. I am referring to the humans that get all their thoughts handed to them by the great handler of life, the media, and now as well the internet, and so-called alternative free media is no different. As mentioned earlier, a fine example of this is what is happening in the markets today. No one is paying real attention or acting much on the information given. Instead, they are lulled into a false sense of security by the lying media and the puppet governments. Humanity has lost its ability to be truly free and to think for itself. One only needs to look around at the diseased actions in our communities by the youth to see the effects that faceless companies like FaceTube, Facebook and YouTube, are having. It's like a gigantic game of monkey see, monkey do. taking place on a global scale. Countries, communities and cultures all homogenized into one big distorted reality, destroying individualism and the uniqueness of humanity, which used to have distinct separations of cultural borders. Back to my point on wealth and money and its use as a measure. I once asked my wise old friend how he became rich, knowing he had come from a poor family. He answered that he was born rich. To my surprise, he continued to explain that wealth is not about how many pieces of paper one has in their pockets, or now how many numbers on a screen, but rather is made up of one's health and God-gifted abilities to enjoy and be loved by those surrounding us, plus having a certain intellect. His profound answer started me on a journey with no returns, contemplating our world systems that have been handed to us. I guess what I am saying is we are at a time that we need to reevaluate what wealth is and how it's measured and distributed. Why, for example, is being a good father not valued, or being a good husband or human that care for others have no consideration in today's materialist world? Why can't we have a system that does give a tradable value on values? One that goes towards one's true wealth creation. One that encourages being a better human rather than the one that promotes putting the next person underneath you, or to lie, cheat, or steal, or simply be better than others. Competition. Just a thought, but one that I have given much attention to over the years. I will leave you with this thought. On my journey throughout life, I have met many a king that were peasants, and many a peasant that were kings. Remember, it's not all about numbers. End of article. So what are your thoughts about David's article? Do you agree with him as to what wealth is or should be? Our view is that it's a mixture of the materialistic and the human. We do not see them mutually exclusive. However, not everyone, of course, falls into that camp. As we wish our subscribers to express their views freely and without fear, all that we ask is that whether you agree or disagree with David, that you express your opinions in a constructive and non-offensive way. We hope to hear your views and wish to thank David for his contribution. We hope you have found this video interesting and informative, and if so, please give it a thumb up and share it on Twitter. Also, kindly visit our website at www.illuminatisilver.com and look at our Facebook page, which is updated daily at www.facebook.com/illuminatisilver. Disclaimer. Illuminati Silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.